312s in a sealed enclosure. I really like it. It's really kind of like a luxury custom design. 312-inch Morels in a seal box. You know, it can also be ported here and here. It's got real nice wood grain accents on it, and then also the Southern Soundz custom logo right there. It looks awesome. It's gloss black everywhere else. You know, being a steel box, it already kind of has the you know, the sound quality design. It's a combination sealed, really, because it does have angles. It's like a polygon, you know, because it does have angles on it. Another reason why it would sound so good is because nowhere do any of these outlets of sound hit the same exact point. So for example, this one hits about here, this one here, here, and then both of these, if it was ported, would be on the opposite ends. So it's nice, man. It's a really nice enclosure. I really like it. It's got for power, it's got I went with MTX, their Thunder Elite Series, 4001 Ds, D for the subwoofers, and then I went with the Boss Audio 10 farad capacitance each, so it's a total of 20 farads of capacitance. The wood grain is a laminate. You know, it doesn't have to be stained, because the laminates tend to be, you know, perfect from the factory. It would be very easy to install. Another thing that you have to do is anytime you have these corners or a break in the laminate, it's good to like touch it up with a little bit of paint underneath of it. That way, if there is a slight gap, it won't be noticeable. I went with the MTX Audio Thunder Elites again for the mids and highs. They're actually like 2 ohms, 600 watts each. They look really good. Another reason why I went with this whole series is because they're bottom fed, and I like that because on depending on your enclosure and your vehicle, you know, you can bring your signals and your power all on the same side. So. But another reason I like this one is I was watching the Lamborghini Aventadors, how they're made, and you know, I went with the it's got a real custom design on it, as you'll see here, 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 and here. How it's like real pointy, like the front of the Aventador. But it's actually very pointy. It's you know, this is actually just a slant, you know, have, I don't know, 10-degree raise, and then this one, as you see it, you know, it's just real custom, all gloss black. I just you know, highlighted it to show you the actual design. It would be actually really tough to build that design if you didn't know what you were doing, and you know, without actual help. But you could just do, you know, either a straight rectangle or actually carry this 15-degree raise across the whole thing. But I just kind of wanted to show off a little bit, and you know, it's more for show. Mercedes, Lexus, you know, Cadillac trunks, or higher-end SUVs. You know, but it doesn't have to be. It can be for absolutely anything. But I was just showing, you know. So for example, like the interior, you know, if they had this on the interior, you go to the trunk, it would look like it was, you know, fit for it, made for it. Denali's, the Yukons, Suburbans, Tahoes, you know, anything with, you know, leather interior and wood grain, it would look really sharp. I think I said, oh, these are, this is all 3/4, doesn't have, really didn't have to have much bracing, maybe, you know, a few braces on the inside, that's about it. It being sealed, not much power, it's under 5,000, and, what was I going to say? Oh, these are 3,000. They do have a 600 Morel that's really nice. It's actually designed for sound quality. These are more in the SPL category. So, you know, it being a sealed box, you know, I just once again combined SPL with sound quality, and you know, this is what you get, man. This thing's badass, like straight up. I mean, this is a carbon fiber speaker. You know, they're actually unique, man, because these are like 5-inch voice coils, which, you know, I've rarely see anything over like 3 or 4 even. Like you might see a 4 here and there, but I mean these being 10s on a 5, man, that's crazy. What was I gonna say? You know, you can go with any amps you want, any subs that you want, but you know, just another real. They're actually the Morel Ultimo 10.2s. And they have Morel Ultimo, I think they're like PCs or shit, what are they called? Yeah, SCs. But there's a speaker right there. I mean, you can even see 1,000. They go up to 3. But you know, these are their SPLs, and then they have the Primos, and the SCs are really good too. And then of course the MTX 4000 is a 3750 at 1 ohm, which is really good. You know, I really like the way it looks. That's a sharp looking amp. And then this one right here, it's the same design, just you know, just a smaller amp for the mids and highs. You know, I think every manufacturer should have this. I think they would make a lot more money because you get a lot more flexibility with you know, being able to control the area that you're working with, even though you do have to stay away from your power lines with your signals as much as possible. Anyways, you know, just another real clean design. This thing seriously is sound quality, you know, definitely is. I would definitely install this in one of my vehicles. You could also go with batteries. You know, I just have the 10 farads of capacitance, you know, each capacitor there and there, but you figure about 500 per farad. You know, that's you know, 8 to 10,000 easy at short bursts. So I mean, you're good for like, you know, every bit of, you know, 4,000 with, you know, just playing a song for friends or whatever. Trying to think. Oh, this amp, actually the power and signals would all be here, but that's actually another reason why I made this design, is because it's being raised from, you know, the actual box to the surface part of the amp, is that way you could just bring your power and your signals all through here and feed right through the back of the box to about right here, and then whether you choose to either go here or here or here is totally up to you. In this case, of course, I would definitely go down through this way. It's just was designed for. These are actually the Boss capacitors are actually the older style capacitors. They still have the same design, just different cosmetic look to them. These are actually all chrome now, and you know, the amps are all chrome. This is like literally all sharp. It looks, I showed you earlier. Trying to think, is there anything I left out? All 3/4 bracing ain't not too much of a concern. If that was a concern, you know, just go with 1 inch everywhere. But you know, 3,000's typical, 3/4's totally fine without bracing. And then the fact that it has this floor to it, you know, makes it even more stronger. So check out that website when you get a chance, Southern Sounds, 2z's.webs.com, and thank you very much for watching.